There was a study done of 2,000 women conducted over the course of quite a few years by researchers at the University of Perth in Western Australia. And they looked at all kinds of different lifestyle and diet factors, and they looked at these women's odds of getting breast cancer and of dying of breast cancer. And they ended up concluding that the women who ate mushrooms daily, equivalent to about one button mushroom a day, had a 64% drop in their risk of breast cancer death over the course of the study. When those same women also drank green tea daily, they had an 89% reduction in their risk of breast cancer death. 89% from mushrooms and green tea. And by the way, it didn't seem to matter too much which type of mushroom. All sorts of fresh mushrooms were great. When the women consumed dried mushrooms, instead of 64% drop, they got about a 50% drop in breast cancer risk. So not as good, but still super helpful. Now imagine for a second if there was some new drug that came out that could reduce your risk of death from breast cancer by 64% or 89%. You would see billions of dollars being made right away, from that drug company, right? They would be advertising it all over the place. I mean, think about all the marches for the cure, all the women who are living in fear, all the families that are living in fear because of breast cancer. And here we've got something that apparently could reduce that risk by 64%, 89% when you combine mushrooms and green tea together. And I just wonder, what's it gonna take? The mushroom lobby isn't strong enough. There isn't enough money to be made in it to have the advertising budget to spread the word about this. So you and I can know the truth though, and we can put it into action. So mushrooms are powerful, not just against breast cancer, but all forms of cancer. Green tea seems to be incredibly effective. Reduction in processed meat consumption is incredibly helpful. Soy turns out to be beneficial. There's a lot of controversy about this. People are afraid, soy's gonna trigger, it's got phytoestrogens. Isn't that gonna be bad? It's gonna give you man boobs. It's gonna, make men less virile. It's gonna make women get, all kinds of hormone-dependent cancers. Well, it turns out it's the opposite. It turns out that phytoestrogens are really smart, and they help the body to better adapt to the right amount of estrogen. And so soy is really helpful, especially whole soy, especially non-GMO whole soy is really helpful for overall health and for cancer risk reduction. So it's linked to lower rates of breast cancer and cervical cancer, prostate cancer, all the hormone-dependent cancers, and longer life expectancy.